Welcome to the Liberating River, where spiritual freedom meets soul aligned wealth. I'm your guide, Wanda F. Nesbitt. Let's break free, build boldly, and live fully together.
Is mindset. What do we really know about it? Is it really an integral part of our decision making capabilities? I'm going to say yes, it is. That is why we are diving into something that we will absolutely shift how we move through the world. We need a mindset reset. Now, we both know most people pray for blessings without ever updating their mindset that would allow them to actually receive the blessings. Most people pray for abundance while still, again, thinking like someone who's afraid to lose everything. And listen, this is definitely not judgment. We've all done it. I've done it. This is just called awareness because spiritual growth and financial prosperity do not start with making money. It starts with your perspective. So in today's episode is called Mindset Reset, perspective taking for spiritual purpose and prosperity. And what we're going to be doing is talking about how perspective, though, the way we interpret life, God, yourself, and your responsibilities determines what you allow, what you attract, and what you steward. So get comfortable. We're definitely going to dive into this. This is the kind of conversation that will unlock doors mentally, spiritually, and honestly, financially. So, what is a mindset reset? In the Merriam Webster dictionary, it defines reset as to set anew or to put back in the correct position for healing. Think about that. When you reset, you are setting anew, you're realigning things, you're making adjustments. People go to the chiropractor to get things realigned. That's a reset because something was off. So, a mind reset is not about forcing you, me, to be positive. It had nothing to do with positivity. It's not about pretending. Definitely not about pretending that you're okay. It's not about fake it till you make it. Absolutely not. A mindset reset is a spiritual realignment. It's reinterpreting your life from a higher place, from the place God originally attended you to see it from. So let's break it down. Your perspective shapes your choices. I've discussed this before in previous episodes. Your choices shape your habits. I know you know where I'm going, right? So if your perspective shapes your choices and your choices shape your habits, what's the next step? Your habits shape your outcome. And that inevitably becomes your outcome shaping your life. Everything begins with perspective. How do you see things? If my perspective is, um, I'm not worthy, then even when opportunity comes, we sabotage it. You'll sabotage it. I'll sabotage them. If my perspective is God is punishing me, I won't step into abundance because I'm thinking I'm already disqualified. Do you see where I'm coming from? Perspective is so important. Oh, and then this one, wait a minute. If my perspective is everything is hard for me, I'll ignore the paths that are actually easy. I will make everything hard because that's my perspective that everything is always hard. It's always a challenge. It never works out for me. You will always see the never and you'll miss. those things right in front of you. So, yes, a mindset reset is reclaiming the ability to see from clarity, not fear. So, why is perspective a powerful spiritual tool? Because it requires depth, it requires you to look deeper. Perspective isn't just mental, it's spiritual. Remember, we have spirits inside of us, we have a brain, we have all these other things that goes on that works together. But spirituality and your mentality, they are at the forefront of everything. So they have to work in tandem. Perspective, if you didn't know, is the lens which you hear God, you interpret God, and you trust God. I mentioned this in episode 9. Two people can hear the same message or have the same experience, but have different reactions and different results. God definitely has a plan for your life. Don't look at your current circumstance always. No, I'm going to say don't look at your current circumstance negatively. Always try to find or go towards the high road so that you can actually see God and see the path is truly clear. Because most of the time it is. We are just fogged up by our previous experiences. So just like the same two people who are in the same experience, one might hear, hope, while the other person hears exhaustion. So when will it ever happen? So when will this ever change? The other one has this anticipation that I know change is coming. So it's the same message, different perspective, an absolutely different outcome. Perspective is so powerful, and it is so imperative that we get a hold on perspective. In the Bible, it actually addresses perspective. People quote it all the time. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Do you really know what that means? You quote it, but do you honestly know what it means? What it does not say is be transformed by praying harder. That's not what it said. It did not say be transformed by suffering more. It did not say that. It did not say be transformed by being perfect. It definitely did not say that. It said by the renewing of your mind. So making some adjustments in your mind. Transformation happens in the mind for your whole being, for your physical being, for your spiritual being, for your financial being. There is an internal shift that must occur. That must occur. And when it happens, you see moments, events, content in a new way. You see it the way you perceive and well, you see it the way that God's trying to give it to you, his instructions. And then when you see it in a different way, a lot of times you'll see that, okay, those were blessings. That was protection. Oh, that was God's opportunities for me. When your perspective shifts, your entire spiritual posture changes. And that's what we need. So, why do our perspectives get so distorted? Let's really talk about this. If perspective is so powerful, why isn't everyone walking in spiritual purpose and prosperity? I truly believe it's because life or our environments teaches us to see from a lower place. Life teaches survival. It teaches fear. Life teaches comparison. Life teaches limitation. Life teaches shame. Life teaches don't get your hopes up. And it is a concept that is instilled in us on a regular basis, whether it's on our jobs, whether it's in our families, whether it's in our circles. They'll say it. And it's one of those things that they feel like they're encouraging you. But the truth of the matter is why can't we have hope in things that we don't see yet? That's what's taught across many spiritual entities, many religious communities. Believe in what you don't see yet. You say you believe in God and you do not see him. Why can't you believe that God will make ways out of no ways for you? Additionally, it goes even deeper than that. Because if you really think about it, what have most of us been taught? Money is evil. Dreams are dangerous. Success isn't for people like us. Be humble. Don't want too much. I don't know how you equate being humble and wanting better for your life, but that's what's said. If life is too peaceful or is peaceful at all, something bad is coming. I know you all have heard it. I know you somebody might have told you or you've heard it from your own circles. Where has God ever presented life in that manner? That is not spiritual wisdom. That is inherited trauma disguised as theology. Perspective gets distorted when you've been, I'm going to say it this way, when you've been disappointed too much. People spoke fear into you. You were definitely punished for being too bold. Maybe you grew up in lack. Your spiritual leaders were afraid themselves. Of course, they're not going to tell you that, but they were afraid themselves. You were told your voice, your intuition, or your discernment wasn't trustworthy. And here's the hard truth. Perspective is shaped long before prosperity ever enters the chat. I truly believe, and you can do your own research for this. This is why God transformed your mind before spirit even changes your circumstances, before you can see the evidence naturally. Your mind has to be reset. Allow your mind to be challenged and shift because what happens when you do, your life's purpose and your view on finances changes as well. So, the mindset reset that's needed, it will be used to upgrade your purpose. And that's your life's purpose and your spiritual purpose. Purpose can't flow through a clogged mindset. You know that. What happens if your pipe is clogged in your bathroom or in your kitchen? To back up, it starts to smell. Um, it well, yeah, it's the backup because it'll clog. Your sink is clogged up, so the water will start to rest in there, and what will it attract? Bugs. Think about it. So your mind needs to be cleared of all that clutter, cleared of all that um gook. You cannot fully step into purpose if you're afraid of rejection. Hear me. You can't be afraid of being seen. Hear me. You can't be afraid of failing. You can't be afraid, get this one, of succeeding, because I know that's a real thing. Because if you've never seen anybody else succeed, you are like, how could it be me? You can't be afraid. You definitely can't be afraid of disappointing people because you're going to. Because if you weren't, that means you're just living to please other people, and that's not living.
Stay tuned. To be continued, coming next week. Thanks for flowing with us on the Liberating River. Subscribe, share, and come back next week for more wisdom, wealth, and alignment. Stay free, stay grounded, stay bold.